Hello, welcome to Be a Follow Up Maven. I presented on this at World Tour this year, and I just wanted to kind of put it on a video too that maybe other people could see. So I'm gonna do this from the beginning again. If you guys don't have Maven now, I strongly suggest you download Maven, and there is a free 30-day trial. That way you can kind of go through it, as I might bring up a few points here and there. Anyways, I am glad you guys are, well, we'll say watching this, because coming and taking the time to watch videos and get some extra training is huge. It means you're trying to grow, and it means you're trying to learn, and that is a huge step in the right direction. I just wanted to give you a quick rundown of who I am. My name is Risa. I've been with Scentsy for a little over 7 years now. I have been a director for over 4 years now. I've earned annual sales for more than 4 years now. I've earned, I don't even know how many incentive trips. Someday I'll write them out. I am actually hoping to hear in the next couple of days if I earn top 100 for this current incentive trip period that just ended January 1st or 31st. Anyways, I am excited to share with you one of my newest and most favorite tools for my business. I kind of geek out sometimes when new techie things come out, and the fact that this came out as something as a system basically to help me not have to carry a lot of things around. I got super excited for it. Honest moment though, when you guys think of Maven, do you think about, I have no idea what it is, or do you think about, yeah, everybody talks about Maven, whatever. I just want to share a little bit about how Maven has kind of helped me grow and helped me expand my business even farther. And I want to share with you how it can help you work smarter and not harder, but ultimately how Maven can help you reach your wildest Scentsy dreams. Did you know that 70% of Scentsy customers never purchase again after their initial purchase? I 100% blame this on us consultants not remembering. Not remembering that it's been 6 months since Julie ordered that 6-pack of bars. Remember that Scentsy is very top of mind for us as consultants, as it should be. But our customers, it's not. It's not something they, wake up and think about daily. With Scentsy having so many consumable products, honestly, between your laundry line, even your oils, your soaps, your body, everything, not even touching on wax, every single person really should be reordering at least something at some point. Let's be real. Like I mentioned Julie before, after 9 months, her 6-pack of bars, I guarantee her house isn't smelling yummy anymore. This is a fun fact that I was taught during all this. Collectively, we consultants sell about 400 million PRV each year. If half of those would just purchase one more time, that would increase sales by roughly 120 million PRV. That is like growing 30% year over year. You can help yourself grow that 30% with a good follow-up system. Take it from me, I personally have grown at roughly 25% year over year, at least over the last about 4 to 5 years. How have I done this? Following up. Following up truly creates the relationships with your cold market customers. Remember the 2-2-2 formula that everyone has talked about a million times? Your first point of contact post-ordering should just be a thank you. Thank you for your order. I hope you love your goodies. Your second contact, you're just kind of checking in. Hey, just wanted to make sure you're loving everything. Did you like your Blue Grotto bars? Sometimes you'll find out a lot of these people haven't even opened their warmers or plugged them in or anything, and that's like mind-blowing right there. Somebody would spend that much money on something and not use it. Anyways, your third contact, that's kind of when you're going to get into the I know it's been a while since you've ordered. Do you need to refill your stash? Things like that. And then any other contact from then on out, you can kind of follow up with, how is your daughter doing today? How was their dance recital? If you notice something on Facebook, hey, we have a sale going on, and you bounce back and forth between it being business and personal. That way it keeps that personal flair to it. And it's been kind of funny. I don't know about you guys, but I've been called their dealer on more than one occasions. And just recently, the other day, she put me on Facebook Messenger Pay, and she was like, yeah, that officially means you're my dealer now. Following up, though, truly creates loyalty. Remember, people buy from the ones they know, like, and trust. I want you to get to know your customers so they get to know you. So they like you. So they trust that you're going to be doing this whole Scentsy thing, you know, 6 weeks from now, 6 years from now. Because they want to make sure if they start something new or start something in general, they know where to find it. Remember, if they don't respond to your initial contact, your third contact, your fifth contact, it can take up to 7 points of contact for somebody to actually respond to you. And that might just be a response, and it could be a purchase. You never know. When you're a new consultant, your follow-up system might just be in your head or sticky notes or anything on those lines. But as you grow and as your customer base grows, you're definitely going to need something that helps you remember everything. Some people use binders. I did for 2 years, probably longer. And they really work to some extent. I can honestly also say that I wasn't a stickler at following up with every single person in my binder because I was like, oh, I don't know this person, let me skip over him. Some people use spreadsheets, calendars, and I've started using the Maven app. Maven was designed to help you change the script of your customer follow-ups. Scentsy partnered with Maven around a year or so ago to help you truly stay on top of your business by making it easier to foster customer relationships and sell more throughout your busy day. You can use Maven to maximize your PRV and minimize your effort. What's the whole goal? Smarter, not harder. Now, just a little bit about me when I'm following up. When I follow up, I never send links right out of the gate. I don't want them to think that I'm spamming them, and to me, links are spamming them. So I tend to send just a personal message or whatever, and then as it grows from there, I say, do you want a link, or so on and so forth. Again, I just think that that is a personal choice, but by far, when I receive links, I know that I'm like, yeah, they just sent this to everybody and I don't really care. I'm just going to ignore. Remember again, though, that you're not bothering them because Scentsy's top of mind for you, not them. And if you're just truly vested in it growing their life, whether it's, you know, smelling, making the house smell good or, you know, whatever the case may be, then they're going to see that and they're not going to mind at all that you're following up with them. Maven integrates or syncs daily with our workstation if you sign up for the full version, which some people call the premium version. That's really awesome. Like, everything that happens on the workstation imports into Maven overnight. Everything's at your fingertips. So with that said, let me ask you, do you know what your last customer ordered? Do you know what she ordered 6 months ago? If you needed that information, would you not have to dig through the workstation, go to the customer, look at the date, go through edit? I mean, there's a million different steps to do it on your workstation. Well, Maven has it all right at your fingertips. And it's so easy. It's so easy. You can now see how that it's truly been, you know, 9 months or whatever since that person ordered. I also remember to follow up with everyone. And the reason why I say this is because there's many times that a customer maybe didn't leave an impression on me, or I don't remember them, or they were from a basket party or something on those lines. Well, now with the Maven app, everything is right in front of my face and I see that I need to follow up with everybody. So nobody kind of gets lost in the shuffle. Using an automated system like the Maven app makes customer follow-up so much easier because it gives you prompts or to-dos or tasks, if you want to say it. So every single day, once it updates overnight, the new day has come on, it'll actually send you to-dos to do. And it shows up in the form of little numbers on your app. So there's two type of people in the world. There's a kind with like 100 emails that need opened and a kind with 0. I'm the person with 0. I can't stand having those little numbers attached to my apps anywhere, especially on the front page of my phone. As a customer organized, though, they're automatically tagged in Maven as customer, or categorized, as you want to call it. A customer tag just states that they have ordered recently or whatever. You can change these tags or keep them and add more to them. So for example, if you talk to them about hosting a party, you can now call them a host prospect. And if you talk to them about, you know, joining your team, you can say recruit prospect. Any of these tags outside of just, well, any of the tags that they have are indicators into Maven to send you more to-dos or follow-ups. So it says this person was interested in hosting a party. It's time to reach out to them, all the way until they actually fulfill that duty or you turn it off. The app truly gives you the ability to do whatever you need to do easily. Oh, and did I mention that just by hitting that recruit prospect tag, it sends you a reminder, follow up, follow up, follow up. Because remember what I said earlier, it could take 7 times of following up before they actually join. You can also make notes on any customers in the notes section and create a reminder for them. And it's so much easier than any other note section I've seen, and it's so much easier to not lose it. Like a sticky note you could possibly lose. The app is also amazing for product sharing and recording activities like passing out samples. Let's talk about samples for a minute. Everybody makes them. Everybody loves them. You know, our customers all want them all the time. But here's the question. Do you remember to follow up from them truthfully? So now as you pass out a sample, you can document it in Maven real quick, and it'll set a reminder for you to follow up with them and say, hey, what did you think about that sample? And again, this time frame that you want it to follow up is customizable, so that's really awesome. Product sharing. Let Maven help you personalize each experience with a customer. Use the contact section to create little things like wish list, or even just shoot them a, hey, I think you'd love this. But remember that, you know, outside of the wish list category, you know, you can also send in those individual products. So my point to that was, if they love Sunkissed Citrus, you can say, hey, you know, you love that Sunkissed Citrus bar, but did you know it comes in all these other scents? And you can shoot them a link with all the other scents on them. Then they can just, or all the other products, and they can just click on it. And honestly, if they wanted to purchase it, they could click right into your website from there. So that's really cool. Now, as far as a wish list goes, get with your hostess and say, hey, what did you want? Or what are we gearing for? Or something in those lines. Or if you had your wildest dreams, what would you get? So now you can go back to the Maven app and you can actually create a wish list for that person. And if you send it to her, say, this is what we're working towards. Once she sees it in front of her day after day, or even just has it in front of her once, she's automatically going to start thinking about, how can I get that? I really have to have that. That's definitely going to look good in my house, or whatever the case may be. So those are huge. Now with wish lists, say you're doing it for, you know, presents or something like that, or gifting ideas, you know, wedding gifts or birthday gifts, Valentine's Day gifts, they can actually send that wish list onto it, because it's just a link that is created for them. They can actually send that on to their spouse or someone, and that person can go and purchase directly onto your website via the link that was initially given them with just the pictures of what it is. So that is, like, honestly huge. If you really stop and think about how all the ways you can use that, that's huge. Now, one other thing that Maven has created is a contact form. So we don't need those drawing slips anymore. We don't need paper slips anymore, because let's be real, what do we do with those paper slips? We let them pile up, and it becomes way too overwhelming for us to put those back into the workstation. So with Maven and their contact form, you can literally you can text them the link, you can email them the link, you can hand them your phone and say, fill this out. It's just a form that captures their information. Now here's the cool thing. Once it captures your information, it actually creates a follow-up for you for the next day. So here's my example. I use the contact form in event mode, and it actually says, because there's like 2 different contact forms, one says event mode. And I know there's some other differences, but one of the main differences is once they hit submit, it circles back around and sets the form back up again. So I use it in event mode. I go to an event and I leave it on my iPad and I'm like, hey, why don't you fill out my drawing slip? It's right here. And I'm using that. And then the next day I have a to-do that says blah, blah, blah. You know, it's time to follow up with this person. And I actually go in and set my template, which we'll talk about in a minute. But I go in and set my template to say something like, oh, it was super nice meeting you yesterday at the craft show. You didn't win the grand prize, but you totally won the option for some free and half price products. So do you see what I did there? I just switched it to offering them a party, or at least, you know, planting the seed for a party. And if they click on that wish or on that contact form that they're interested in possibly joining, It'll actually tell you that right before you follow up. So it'll be in that to-do prompt. Huge, huge, because you can gauge your conversation accordingly. And again, if you don't get to it that exact day after, at least it'll sit in there as a to-do for the next day. So you have that constant blaring reminder at you every day that you need to do this. Oh, another cool feature about the Maven app is, we've all done this. You know, we go on the workstation and we put 2 people's orders together because 2 people ordered 3-pack of bars. And so we just wanted it as a 6-pack. Well, now the right bars aren't underneath the coordinating person. Well, when the imports into Maven overnight, you can actually take that and separate it out now. And it'll create follow-ups based on their original order date. That's really cool. So you can be like, oh, this person got 3 bars, this person got 3 bars. And it'll be under the right person's name. So now you can actually follow up the correct way from, you know, based on what they truly did get. And you don't have to go back and look at the workstation again or remember those little details, things like that. Did I mention, which I don't know if I did, but on your to-dos, it'll pop up with their name. Now, if all their information is filled out, which yes, it imports in from the workstation, or you can do it from the contact form, or you can just go in and add a customer. But whatever information is loaded in there, your to-do will pop up with, do you want to text, email, call this person, Facebook Messenger? Sometimes you have to add the handle. But anyways, it'll pop up with all the prompts that are capable of handling. So from there, if you hit text, it's going to flip you over into your texting normal app on your phone, and it's going to autofill. What is the autofill? These pre-set up templates that we have. Now, there are so many templates on here, and I'm not going to go into every single one, but I'll highlight, you know, at least all of them that are on there. But what I like to talk about for a second here is some of the first 3 major follow-ups. Just because I feel like, you know, everybody always wants to hear what they actually say or what people actually say. So I'm pretty much going to tell you what mine say. And they're a little outdated. They're from a couple weeks ago when I originally wrote all this out. But the number 1 follow-up, which is considered that first day follow-up, mine says, hey, first name. And the reason why it says first name is I'm reading it directly from the template. And it says first name because it's telling you it's going to autofill the first name later down the line, you know, when it's in your actual to-do. And there's a spot in here that says product. Same thing. It's going to autofill the products that they ordered, or at least a short list of the products they ordered. So it triggers you to follow up, you know, personally. So anyways, it says, hey, first name, just wanted to say thank you for your order. I really love product. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you again. My number 2 follow-up, which I think is listed as a 2 on the app. Hey, first name, hope you had a great Christmas. Just wanted to stop to see if you're loving your yummy products. If you haven't yet, make sure you join my VIP group and check out all the fun in there. And then I put the name of my VIP group. And then I say, let me know if you'd like a direct link. Happy New Year. So again, I'm not automatically putting links in there. I'm asking them if they want a link. And honestly, if you ask them a question, they typically are the more likely to answer you at some point, at least say yes or no. And then sometimes I get, hey, yeah, I just joined that the other day, or something on those lines. So the number 3 template in there, it says, and mind you, this is like the 2-month follow-up. Hey, first name, I know it's been a while since I've reached out to you. Just wanted to see if there's anything I can help you with. Refill your stash. Need any non-holiday scents? Tons of fun things happening in January, including 25 retired scents, or bars. So again, like I did that, you know, last month. But that one was really cool because I said something like, do you want to order again? I put a little blurb in there about how there was bring back my bars. So I kind of achieved many different things with that. I will tell you too that something else I do is on my actual phone keyboard, you can go in and create a shortcut key. And it's a series of keystrokes that will cause it to input the words that you want it to put. So I have one set up that if I hit this keystroke, it says, this is Risa, your Scentsy lady, or the Scentsy lady. I don't always put my name on every single follow-up because some people know who they are, who I am, but some people don't. Or if they've never responded, I typically add my name again. So instead of having that in the Maven template, I actually have that as a shortcut on my keyboard. because then I can just move the cursor around, insert my name, and then push go, and it's one and done. If they had mentioned joining in any way, shape, or form, it'll say, the template in there says, hey Michelle, hey first name, I know you've been thinking about joining Scentsy. Just wanted to let you know that February is an awesome month to join. You get an enhanced kit with all the current stuff and newest catalogs and testers for the spring too. That's at no additional cost. Let me know if you want to know more. Just kind of let it go. Plant it a seed, let it go. You got to water it, but you got to let it grow on its own. So other template options, just to cover them real quick, there is check in on a sample, talk to someone new, engage in a past customer, catch up with a recruit prospect, catch up with a hostess prospect. And by the way, let me insert real quick. My hostess one says, hey first name, hope your day is going well. Thank you for offering to host a Scentsy party. I wanted to get something on the calendar soon to make sure we have enough time to get everything prepared. What day are you thinking? And I might even change it. Like if I kind of remember our conversation, I might say, does this Saturday or that Saturday work for you? And give them just a few options, whatever the case may be. The next couple of templates, or there's the last few templates, let me just go over here real quick. There is message a contact, follow up from a note, follow up from a contact, share a wish list, wish a happy birthday, share a product with a customer, share a product on Facebook. So all of those things are completely customizable. So when the situation arises, you don't have to think if you go through and set up your templates. You can just bam, bam, bam. And side note, Maven documents everything we do. So if we Facebook message that person before, or if we text that person before, or if we email that person before, it'll document and say you text this person on this day, or you Facebook message on this day. That way you can try to keep all of your conversations in one platform. I know sometimes I bounce around, but I try to keep it with everything. And let's be real, Facebook, we know if they read their message or not. Bonus. I hope that I impress upon you that no matter what you do, you follow up. If you don't follow up, you are actually truly leaving money on the table. I don't know how many times, I can't even explain, like everybody truly will reorder again at some point. May not be right away, but it could be. But the whole point is that you got to continue to follow up. Maven is also set up to send reminders after so long too, beyond that 222 formula. It'll say it's been a year since you've talked to this person. It's been 9 months since this person's ordered. So it'll send you random reminders too throughout, just to make sure these people stay in front of you. That's huge for me. Huge. Make sure every person you meet, if you're passing out a sample, hey, fill this out for me. If you don't mind, I can follow up. That way you can see if you love your sample or not. Make sure you're collecting all their information. Make sure you collect as much as you possibly can, because you never know when you're going to want to know it. Now, Maven does not talk back to a workstation. So unfortunately, if you collect their email address on the Maven side of things, you will have to enter it on the workstation if you want them to get your email. But it's totally worth it. I will tell you, it is going to take effort. Everything you do takes effort. It takes a few minutes to set up your message template. But once the message template is set up, you can go through and knock out all of your to-dos, upwards of 10, 20, and 30 of them, in minutes, literally minutes. Remember, everybody, that this is your job. This is your business. You have to treat it as such. And one of the biggest things you could possibly do is just be consistent. Consistency is key. If you remember to follow up, and even if it's not within the correct day parameters, but continue to let them see that you're posting, that you're still with Scentsy, and that you're enjoying Scentsy, and that you're having fun, and that you love what you do. Let them know that, remind them of specials, whatever the case may be. But you got to be consistent, and you got to kind of stay in front of them. It's a fine line between bothering them and not bothering them, but I tell you that truthfully, if you ask someone 9 times out of 10, they'll say, you don't bother me. Remember that you yourself, you're not going to be a successful consultant without doing the work. But with Maven, hopefully you can work smarter, not harder. The whole goal is to get away from carrying a million things with you, having to look a million places for things, and just having everything right on your phone that you're going to carry with you anyways at a quick glance. And I'm going to tell you, for the people that say, I don't have a lot of time in my day, you can carve out minutes. when you're sitting in line waiting for, you know, school pickup, when you're going to the bathroom, when you're sitting there watching TV, there's commercial breaks. And let's be real, you can kind of listen to TV but not watch it every single minute and still know what's going on. So definitely take a few minutes for yourself, for your business, make some more money, because that's all that's going to happen is making some more money. For just the price of a bar, or more likely a room spray, you can have this app. It is, I think, $7.99 a month or $77 for a year. Not sure exactly. I'm sometimes off a little bit. But again, a room spray is what, $8? So if you could give up one room spray or basically one bar or something, one bath bomb, if you can give up just one of those for a tool that could help you double and triple and at least 25% more income, if nothing else, don't you think it's worth it? So now I challenge you to go download the Maven app and try it out. You get free 30 days. And I want you to know too that you're not alone with this app. Once you join, you can join the Facebook group that it's called, I think it's called Maven Scentsy hashtag powered by Maven. Yeah. Scentsy space hashtag powered by Maven. And every week they do trainings. They help keep you up to date with stuff. Every week they have a 101 training. So if you're a beginner, they can teach you the basics, you know, from the beginning again. And honestly, it's been one of the greatest group of people I've ever truly worked with. It's a small group of people. They get to know you because, again, they want to get to know you and like you so you trust them. It's the same concept. But they're definitely there to help you. So I want you to know you're not alone. But definitely give it a try. It's 30 days. It's not going to hurt anything. But if you don't do that, the only system that's going to work is the one you're actually working. So I hope this helped you guys a little bit. If you have any questions, let me know or defer to the group, like I said. And let's do this. Have a good day.